Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to another episode of Ball Chat Live on Facebook and YouTube. I am Benton, and I'm my family. My brother, Junior, how you doing, boss?
Well, I'm good and I'm here.
You're doing, good to see you again, family. You look at peace and very happy today.
I am happy. I'm happy.
As it relates to last week. Come on, football family, how are you doing? Come on.
I'm good.
Come on, you sound loud. Turn on your radio, come on. Brethren, but how comes we didn't see come on camera?
There she go.
There you go, come on. There you go, because you don't know. Football lovers, as you join us, welcome to another episode of Ball Chat Podcast, where we review the major news in football, aka soccer. We try to hit some of the major points, and this week we had winter break in the EPL, but we had a lot of football, a lot of entertaining matches. Two just recently concluded. Derby, the Milan Derby. What an exciting match. I want to see if you're going to give Lukaku ball of the week, Junior.
I just might. I just might.
And come on, Barcelona survived the scare of Betis. We'll get to that as we discuss our football roundup. You okay? Your nerves okay? Come on.
Yeah, I think.
So football lovers, as usual, it's an interactive show. Those of you watching us on Island Sports Network, our Ball Chat Podcast YouTube page, Island Sports Network YouTube page, our Ball Chat Podcast Facebook page, you can send on your comments or question. It's an interactive show. We love to have you guys join in and have a lively and fun discussion. As usual, we're going to kick the show off with our ballers and bugs. Ballers being the most impressive players of the week, and bugs being the average or unimpressive players of the week. So to kick it off, come on, who you have as your ball of the week?
I have Lukaku as my baller of the week. Lukaku is showing that he's living his best life over by Inter Milan, and he's showing that there's life after football at Manchester United. So he gets my baller of the week. And Leon Bailey and his team, coming back to beat Dortmund in a good and entertaining match. So Leon Bailey and his team and Lukaku.
Romelu Lukaku, Junior. Come on, BT, come on first here. Gave Lukaku her ball of the week. Inter Milan, Forza! Inter Milan defeated AC Milan 4-2 in the Milan derby as Lukaku was authoritative. He led from the front. Junior, he had good touches. He didn't score a bag of goals, but Lukaku of Inter Milan was quite impressive. Also, Leon Bailey of Bayern Leverkusen and Borussia Dortmund was in a mouth-watering match. Leon Bailey was instrumental as Dortmund dropped points again from an advantageous position, Junior.
Yeah.
We'll get to that and beat them in our football roundup in a little bit. But those are Commons ballers of the week. Lukaku, ex-Manchester United player, and Leon, big baller Bailey. Junior, your ball of the week.
Inter Milan. I have to give it to the whole Inter Milan team because big up to Conte. Conte have a jigsaw puzzle trying to put together to make a great team. And I said a couple weeks ago that Juventus is just hanging around, keeping Inter Milan close just to make it interesting, right?
Yes.
Well, now it's fully interesting. And now Inter Milan is showing that they are really a threat. Eriksen came on today for Sanchez, and Eriksen hit the bar off a free kick. Lukaku scored off a corner, which was in essence the winning goal. I mean, big up Conte and big up the whole Inter Milan team. And big up AC Milan too, because you can't have a great game without two good teams or two teams playing well.
Yes.
AC Milan held up their end of the bag. Big up AC Milan.
Yes, they made football very intriguing and interesting. Big up yourself, Dalton Stewart, watching us on Facebook. Dalton said, first and foremost, I want to say I really love the show. I just want the show to start on time.
Which we did today.
We started a minute late. Dalton, we apologize. Engineer, you need to apologize to Dalton. 5 o'clock or 4:30 next week, we're going to be on time. We cannot, you know.
When Liverpool lose, I shall apologize to him. Until then.
But Dalton, big up yourself, family. Family, we love you joining us every week. One of the key thing is that, you know, setting up live shows. Jamie Foxx quote said, putting on live shows is like putting out 1,000 fires at the same time. And so sometimes, you know, you have different fires that, you know, we set to start on time. We're not trying to come up with excuse, but we're definitely trying to start on time. Big up yourself watching us on Island Sports Network, OJ 2002. Up, just don't watch Barca. They almost have a heart attack. Just done watch Barca. Sorry, he almost have an heart attack. I think OJ 2002. Send on your ballers and bugs, OJ. Dalton, ball of the week is Liverpool. Dalton, Liverpool did not play this week. Dalton. How can he be David? Ball of the week is Liverpool's 19-year-olds for their brilliant display in the FA Cup replay. Liverpool defeated Shrewsbury, 19-year-old team. Good, the future looks good, Dalton. And Leon Bailey, along with Sheffield United, defeated Bournemouth. Mm-hmm. Sheffield United is sitting right on the precipice of that fourth place, or right on the cusp of that fourth place of Champions League. So your ball of the week was Inter Milan, Junior. Yeah. And
OJ 2002, who is your ball of the week? I want everybody that's listening on Island Sports right now, take part. Who is your baller of the week? Whoever you think is the most impressive baller, let us know who your baller is.
Yes. So my ball of the week is, I'm going to take a different turn and just give it to David Alba, defender for Bayern Munich. David Alba, I mean, what I've seen, the progression of this young man. I mean, now he's moved from left back to center back in this defensive setup at Bayern Munich. They're struggling defensively because they haven't replenished that center back position with Jerome Boateng getting old. Matt Hummels has moved on. But what I'm seeing from Alba is a leader. I mean, he's definitely a kid who's definitely grown over the years. So I have to give him credit. He was outstanding today as Dortmund drew against RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig and Dortmund are running hot at the top of that Bundesliga. Dortmund is leading them by a single point. And Alphonso Davies is finally getting onto that Bayern starting 11, playing at left back, and he's coming to his own, so he's progressing. So I'm going to give those two players my ball of the week. There were many more outstanding, flashy players that could have gotten the ball of the week, but I just want to acknowledge those players for their work and their work.
And OJ says, Messi, go ahead, come on.
No, I'm sorry, but you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
What position will Alfonso play when he plays for Canada? Will he be the striker? Will he be the winger? I mean, what position is he going to play? So that's going to be interesting. I think he's a hybrid, and I do think they're going to probably use him like how U.S. women's national team used Crystal Dunn. So it's very nice that Alfonso is coming into his own, and I'm very happy for him.
Yes, and that's quite the conundrum that the Canadian national team coach will have to figure out with Alphonso Davies. I would like to see him further up the field, but I understand that at Bayern Munich you have more stars further up the field, so he has to try to get on the field some way. And so playing in that left back position, overlapping and pulling support for Coutinho and the rest of that group.
And OJ says Messi with his 3 assists, now play overall good still. Or Emre Can just for the finish. That was a beautiful goal. Magnificent goal. But
they lost the game. Beautiful goal. Borussia Dortmund. Emre Can in his debut for Borussia Dortmund after making the move from Juventus score a fantastic goal as Dortmund from an advantageous position laying an egg again. Yeah. The bugs of the week. How fitting. Going from Dortmund dropping points again to bug of the week. Bug of the week, come on. Who you have as your bug of the week?
Barcelona, the entire Barcelona squad. Now tell me, Real Betis is what, 12th in the league? They're not world-class beaters, and Barcelona struggled today. As OJ said, a heart attack was almost, going to happen watching Barcelona's match. I mean, they're just allowing Real Madrid to run away with this thing. They're not playing good. There's no position on the pitch that we could say a player had an excellent game today. And it seems to be a trend now with Barcelona changing the coach, it seemed like it's the same philosophy. So now we have to say Valverde was not the problem. The problem is Barcelona in itself, the team, the players.
All right. Barcelona got a bug of the week for their victory against a feisty Betis. Nabil Fekir almost killed Barcelona team. Dalton said his bug of the week is Madrid and Barca for the Copa del Rey exit. Barcelona lost to Atletico Bilbao in the Copa del Rey, and they actually lost to Atletico Bilbao in the opener of the season in La Liga. And Madrid also lost in the Copa del Rey exit this week. Junior, your bugs of the week. And football family watching us on Island Sports Network, our Ball Chat YouTube page, our Ball Chat Facebook page, keep sending on your ballers and bugs, please. Bugs of the week, Junior.
I have never in my life seen a professional football player sit on the bench and not be prepared to go into a game. Mr. Dribble Sidibe, you just wrote yourself out of Everton and Ancelotti as far as everybody. I have Sidibe, the training staff, the bench coach, his fellow players, even the fans sitting close to the bench. Everybody get a bug of the week in Everton setup because Ancelotti called for this one to come on. And he does not have on his socks. Does not even have his socks with him on the bench. What the hell is going on with you that you're watching a football game, ready to go into a game and don't have your socks? Dribble Sidibe.
So the fans them get blamed for this.
Yes, so the fans got blamed for that.
The blame is 100% on him. I am watching the match. I don't know which bench player have on them socks or not. You are getting paid thousands of pounds a week. Your socks are in your back pocket long time. You know, even if you don't know, say you're going to play. Come on now, Junior. The blame is on him and him alone. Because I'm sure the kit man have him kit ready.
You want me to answer that question? Big up to everybody on Island Sports. And big up to the whole of Island Sports management and staff. When we are watching the Premier League on Island Sports, you hear the fans in the crowd. Big idiot boy, you don't have all your socks. It's that simple.
I never said that.
Eh?
I never hear that yet.
It's that simple. We hear the fans in the stands calling out to the players. Worse the one sitting on the bench. Big man, you don't have on your socks.
Yeah, Sidibe left his
So are you saying that the proper English people in England must act like the Viagra them in a restaurant Premier League?
Okay. All right. So I'm not going. So if Island Sports wants to broadcast the game, you go, hello, mate. You forgot your socks.
Yeah, that was interesting with Sidibe. He left his socks, and Carlo Ancelotti was quite ticked off. He was ready to come into the game, and Carlo was like, "Hey, what's going on?" So,
you know, him get fined, you know.
Yes,
fined. Come on, him done at Everton. I'll be shocked if he's still there next year.
OJ 2002 says bug of the week is Bayern Munich versus RB Leipzig. Game ended 0-0. Really? OJ also says no. My bug is a lose. The loss this week against Atletico Bilbao. I think that's reference to Barcelona and the Copa del Rey exit. Big up yourself, Ice King TV. Lol, big side Barcelona. Welcome, football family. Dalton Stewart watching us. That's it for your bugs. No more bugs of the week. I guess Liverpool didn't play much. All right. My bug of the week, and so your bug of the week was Sidibe.
Oh my God, man.
Sidibe. My bug of the week is Mr. Marcel of Olympic Lyon. The defendant, he scored a magnificent own goal in the loss to PSG today. And football lovers, go and watch this thing on YouTube. Find the video somewhere. We'd love to show it to you because of copyright restrictions, we cannot show it to you.
And Dalton did, big up Dalton, did offer a suggestion for changing the show, and that is the answer, Dalton. We cannot show copyrighted images.
It's so we would love to show you, but Mr. Marcel scored a magnificent, PSG was on the attack. The ball got laid back into the box. He was unmarked, all alone, no stress, no drama. All he had to do, put the ball out to the bush. And it was an absolute stunner.
No, before you say that, the PSG, I don't remember who it was running on the left wing, broke away on the goalkeeper.
Yes.
Fumbled the ball.
Yes.
The ball came to the defender, one of the defender fumbled the ball back to the PSG player.
Yes.
He's going to the end line and bundled the ball back into the penalty area. And then the big striker came across and put his instep in the ball. It was a beautiful finish.
Beautiful finish. PSG went on to defeat Olympique Lyon. PSG is running hot, but there are off the field dramas at PSG, and we'll get to that in our football roundup. Ice King TV says Messi with a hat trick of assists. I guess Messi would be his ball of the week, Junior. And honorable ball of the week, I have to acknowledge Karim Benzema.
Yeah.
Karim Benzema, 17 goals and 8 assists this season. I mean, an unsung hero on this Real Madrid outfit, year in and year out. He's consistently doing well. So he's doing well. Real Madrid is sitting at the top of La Liga by 3 points after the Barcelona defeat of defeated Betis.
Can I have an honorary bug?
Yeah, honorary bug. Go ahead, Junior.
The cancer
Who?
at Real Madrid, Mr. Gareth Bale.
Why is he getting bug of the week, Junior?
You are losing in a Copa del Rey game and you leave the stadium. You're not playing. Fine. But reports are out there that he exited the stadium during the game. I mean, dude.
But he has an appointment.
What, a golf appointment? Fixing him golf swing?
Honorable. All right. Come on. Do you have any honorary mention for ballers and bugs?
No, that's it. That's it.
All right. Let's get to the meat of the matter. And EPL is on winter break, so we'll save the EPL discussion for later and just get to some off the field discussion first and get to the football or in Bundesliga and EPL. Come on, you're the lifelong committed Barcelona fan.
Back.
I have been labeled a Barcelona fan in multiple spaces, but
You were a Barcelona fan.
I am a Barcelona fan. But the issue I'm having, and to kind of catch football lovers up on this Abidal versus Lionel Messi issue, Eric Abidal, director of player acquisition at Barcelona, he's the one who makes one of the big decisions in transferring players in. Eric Abidal did an interview recently, and to paraphrase, he put the blame at the players' feet for getting Valverde sacked. Lionel Messi followed up and put out a statement on Instagram, pretty much just backhanded slapping Eric Abidal, saying he needs to take responsibility for his actions as a player, as administrator. Come on, Giuseppe Bartomeu had to call a meeting of the minds, with Abidal and Messi, and try to clear the air. It's official that Abidal still have his job. I mean, what do you make of all this nonsense at Barcelona?
Listen, it's just two persons having a difference of opinion. I don't see anything wrong in what Abidal said, because we agree. The players weren't playing for Valverde anymore. So yes, they were instrumental in getting him, out of Barcelona. But then what Messi said wasn't wrong either. If we're going to put a blanket statement out there, they can attach two names to it as well. So, the fact that Barcelona's brass didn't see it prudent to get rid of Abidal, I think it's just water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge. Okay. The Barcelona fan says water on the bridge. Junior, you're laughing. So go ahead. Do you think Lionel Messi have too much power at this club?
Yes, it's poisonous.
And it's poisonous.
Because if a man in Abidal's position can come out and say, look, it is that the coach's fault. The players need to share some of the blame. And if one of the players come out and say, that is not your position to tell us whose fault this is. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, you're paraphrasing.
But that's in essence what Messi said.
Yeah, yes.
Messi has, in essence, split the locker room completely down the middle. And it's probably not even down the middle. Probably
it's
80%, 20%. But I know there are some players in that locker room that agrees with Abidal.
How you know that?
Has to.
No.
So you would think the whole locker room is against Valverde?
I think the whole locker room is with Messi. If they want to play,
is that by okay? That
if they want to play, they're with Messi.
That is a key statement. If
they want to play, they're with Messi.
Okay.
If they want to play, they're.
I think it is poisonous.
Yeah,
I really do.
And football lovers watching us on YouTube, Island Sports Network, and Ball Chat Facebook page and Ball Chat YouTube page, you can chime in on this discussion. So come on, you think this is a water under the bridge, and this is nothing to worry about?
I do.
And so, do you think Abidal?
I don't.
Okay. Do you think Abidal will be there at the end of the summer?
I do think he will be there. I mean, like, why would you get rid of him? Maybe the journalist asked him his opinion, and he gave his honest opinion. He didn't come out and he didn't say, Messi, you're the reason why, or PK, you're the reason why. He has the information. He relayed the information. Starball and Messi disagree with him. Them have a disagreement. The head people them in charge call him in, drape him up, shake him a little bit and put him back out there. And I think everything is all right in the world. Barcelona have bigger issues, like catching Real Madrid and passing them, than worrying about Abidal and Messi. You have to keep the star baller happy. That's just how it is.
That's how it is. That's how it is. All right, football fans. That's how it is, Junior. Barcelona are sitting second. Is sitting second in the La Liga behind Real Madrid. Real Madrid is pretty much continuing. You know, they were trailing to Osasuna Junior, and they fought back and pretty much it's almost seems like when Real Madrid is ready to turn this thing on, it's a foregone conclusion. Are they building a championship sort of thing? You see them run away with this thing this year in La Liga?
No, because Barca still have the pedigree. And I'm not a Barcelona fan, but to be fair, Barcelona still has Messi, they still have Suarez, and they still have a young nucleus or young core. It's not a foregone conclusion. Real Madrid has their cancer as well, and they are just one bad result. The only difference between Real Madrid and Barcelona is Real Madrid has a stable coach.
Yeah.
Barcelona does not have a stable coach.
Okay.
But both locker rooms are not stable. Both locker rooms are extremely, extremely fragile. And it's just going to take a moment when somebody's going to say, did we pay too much for Hazard?
Yeah, I forgot.
And when that question come up, when they have that one bad result and, oh, why never met the how much £1 million man try to help us win? Why the how much £1 million man never go into the tackle? When that question come up,
yeah,
then we're going to see the same problem. So it's not a foregone
conclusion. It definitely is a recipe for a competitive season. I mean, you definitely see Real Madrid doing some excellent work as they continue to lead on top of La Liga. I mean, with Barcelona, and going to Betis has always been a very complicated thing for Barcelona historically. And so, of course, they're trying to figure out a way. You saw a lot of parts of the game. Come on, your thoughts on Antoine Griezmann? Is he giving you early returns on the investment so far, based on what you're seeing?
At this point, I'm looking for the receipt to return him. I wasn't impressed with him at Atletico Madrid. And to be honest, I'm not even impressed with him when he's playing for France. I'm not impressed with him coming to Barcelona. I don't know what kind of buy that was. And I'm still not impressed with him, and he's been here for a minute. So, no, I don't. Yeah. I don't think it was a good investment, a good buy. And I wish they would just return him. I mean, is it past 120 days yet? But he needs to go back.
We can't return him. OJ 2002 says we don't have Suarez. Ice King TV says Suarez is a big miss to us. And yes, he says he plays okay. Imagine we're depending on the old cannibal to come back in and help. Barcelona is getting long in the tooth. All right. Segueing from La Liga, because the usual suspects are at the top, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid is a shell of themselves as Diego Simeone and family try to figure out the best way to go about it. Other football roundup, PSG, Junior. One of the teams I would love to see, the team that I would love to see win this year's Champions League. Recently in the game between...
you would love to see win this year's Champions League?
Yeah, I would love to see PSG. I think Neymar was playing some excellent football. He's injured, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But I want to talk about this situation with Thomas Tuchel. He subbed Mbappe recently in the game against Montpellier. The game was they were leading 5-0. Mbappe almost castigating from the interaction on the sideline, castigating Tuchel for taking him off. He has a contract, an offer from PSG sitting there. Do you see Mbappe staying here? Leonardo, the president of football operation at PSG, had to call a meeting the next day to address these issues also, as per multiple reports. I mean, do you see Mbappe continue on? Will Mbappe give PSG an ultimatum? If Thomas Tuchel keeps subbing me off, then there's going to be him or me. And he's done this already before in other games where he's been pretty upset. It's 5-0 though, Junior.
But is that are we reading too much into this though? Is that a competitive player wanting to score as much goals as possible, or is that a frustrated player? Because that's a big assumption.
Yeah.
If we're going to assume that that's a frustrated player, then yes, he's going to give an ultimatum. But if we're going to assume that it's just what if Tuchel is trying to bring this out of his players? Because the fire, I'm a Manchester United diehard fan. Ferguson would be fiery towards his players and expect the same fire in return. What if that is? We don't know. We don't know. That's going to be heavy in assumptions. I don't know, and it looks like it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. But what if it's just a competitive footballer wanting to play 90 minutes? Yeah. We don't know.
Come on, are we reading too much into this touchline tit-for-tat discussion between Thomas Tuchel and Mbappe? Even Neymar seems to be trying to play some sort of, guidance there.
True. No, I hope he is fined and disciplined, because you're leading 5-0, your coach sub you off. You must accept your coach subbing you. You don't run the show. Yes, everybody wants to score, but we know what he can do. It's not like he's auditioning for another team. He doesn't have to audition. If he doesn't score a goal, if he doesn't have a good game, then, will his value go down? He needs to accept the coach subbing him. I hope, and then on top of that too, the coach had a meeting with all the players, and homeboy refused. He refused to apologize. So it's not that he wants to score. Because after you come off of the pitch, if that was the reason and you calm down, then you should be man enough to say, coach, I understand, I wanted to score, whatever, but you refuse to apologize to the coach. Is something bigger than that. And him not signing the contract, it shows that he's bored at PSG and he wants to move on.
So, big up yourself. Dalton Stewart says Mbappe will be a Liverpool player this summer. Okay.
Him can't try that with Klopp. So make him go on.
Will Liverpool pay all that money though? This is going to be a huge amount of money.
Well, they have Champions League money last year. They can win Champions League again this year. They will have the money. OJ202 says we can do it, man. We have faith. This is in regarding Barcelona finishing good. He says, yo, later may have to go work. Big up yourself, OJ2, CF Trad, Panny Gravel. And regarding Kylian Mbappe, just before we move on, Mbappe has this good kid reputation. He's a philanthropist, does a lot of philanthropic work off the field, donating money. Is he tarnishing his reputation with these tantrums? Tarnishing his reputation, or is showing his real self?
Okay.
You can't look at a guy that has the world at his feet.
Yeah. Do you think the hype is getting to him?
No. Go ahead. What do you think about?
No. I'm sorry, Junior. No, I don't tarnish his reputation of this. No. Look. We have other players who do the same thing. Yep. He's not a serial disrespectful player, right? So he doesn't do it. every week or every time he gets substituted. So I don't think it tarnishes reputation. But it just
apparently he's been doing it to Tuchel a few times, because the word is that he's having an issue.
Yeah,
with...
but I don't think it tarnishes his reputation. Okay. People still think of him as a good player on and off the pitch. He still does good work off the pitch. So I don't, and a club will pay big money. As we talk about Liverpool will spend all their Champions League money just to get him. So I don't see any tarnishing of any reputation out there for him. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed. Moving away from Mbappe, it's that time of year. Neymar, as usual, his birthday party was a big thing. You know, he had fun. He picked up a rib injury, and big up yourself, ball. Get better soon. But he was out of today's game. They need Neymar back healthy for this Champions League run-in. I mean, he's probably been playing his best football of late, prior to this injury, in a long time. And they go up against Dortmund Champions League coming in a few weeks. They need Neymar back. In the game, Neymar was showboating. He was having an argument with the referee. The referee said he needs to speak French. Is Neymar putting himself again at too much risk for injury? It's 5-0 Neymar.
Ref can't tell nobody to speak English, French. I mean, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, the ref can't tell a player to stop showboat. Yeah. I think it's just picking on Neymar. As a referee, you're there to enforce the laws. You can't tell somebody can't flip the ball over. That's so stupid. Yeah. And of course, if don't have to speak French, the referee says it was just ridiculous. Neymar is not my player, but that was just crazy.
Yeah.
With him now on the party thing, we all know that all that working and probably diving at the pool and hurt him back.
And so Neymar is reportedly out with a ribs injury, so we watch that because we need a healthy Neymar if PSG really want to have a go at this Champions League final.
So is this breaking news right now on Ball Chat? Are you no?
I would love to see PSG win this thing. I would love to see PSG win this.
Come on, that was a kiss of death.
No, I would love to see PSG. OJ said, "Yo, just come back. The man injured again," as in Neymar. I would love to see PSG, and I think he's been playing fantastic football, disciplined, mature football. Remember, the showboating thing was, all right, moving away to football on the field, from one showboater to the next. Leon Bailey entered the game later on. Another question around why he didn't start, Junior. Leverkusen defeated Dortmund. Leon Bailey was instrumental. I mean, is it a thing that Leverkusen did, or is it a sense that Dortmund is just being a bag of foolishness?
I think Dortmund is showing early signs of what Atletico Madrid is going through in a different sense. They are changing their identity, and it looks like the Haaland early fire that he caught changed their mentality, changed their form of playing. I don't see Dortmund. They're not playing the way that I'm used to seeing them.
Yeah, but they collapse. I mean, and that's the issue. Come on, it's a serial issue with this Dortmund outfit. And we'll talk about Leverkusen and Leon Bailey and the job they did yesterday in a minute. But it's a serial issue with this Dortmund outfit. They collapsed. Also, earlier on in the season, after from an advantageous position against RB Leipzig last year, they also collapsed in a few games. Come on, I mean, when is it time for Lucien Favre to get fired?
Why should he get fired? What is wrong with you on firing all these coaches?
Yeah, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it buck stops with him.
Yeah, but I don't see where Dortmund played to lose the game yesterday. I saw where Leon Bailey and his team played to win. It's completely different. I saw Dortmund came out firing, right? But the substitution, because Emery got injured, he had a little bit of injury because he wasn't moving as he was supposed to. So that kind of changed the dynamic. But once they brought on fresh legs in Leon Bailey, the whole thing changed. So Dortmund didn't play to lose it, but Leon Bailey and his team played to win it. Especially with the goal. The goal that was ruled offside, which was offside for true, kind of put some wind in Leon Bailey themselves. And then with his goal, good build up, good work, Dortmund did everything defended, they couldn't do it. And then with the header, the go-ahead goal, when the ball came over and Leon Bailey saved the ball and did a back heel for someone to flick the ball into the box, Dortmund couldn't do anything about that. So I am not blaming Dortmund for the collapse yesterday. I am just giving mad props to Leon Bailey and his team because they really showed up. Stop talking about fire, people.
If we're not going to blame Dortmund for the collapse, they have to at least take some ownership in the collapse, though, because Bailey came on. Everybody know. If you watch German Bundesliga, you know Bailey's strength.
Yes,
it's speed and attacking down the left flank, and Dortmund did absolutely nothing to counter that change.
Yeah.
Nothing to counter the change. When they put on Gatza, they pretty much threw a caution in the wind. Leverkusen could have scored 6 or 7 goals if it was a smash and grab. I agree.
Yes.
It was a smash and grab. They were being outplayed off the field. But when they made that change, I just get the air of that complacency, but it's almost like overconfidence from Dortmund. Yeah. I really get that vibe from them. I could be wrong, but I get that vibe like, yo, we're too great going forward. We'll outscore everybody.
I think they were hoping, because when Leon Bailey came on, the commentators they kept talking about his red card issues, right?
Right.
And at one point, you could see where Emery was trying to get him angry by even rubbing his head. And they were talking about it. So I think that the game plan was to make this man angry, lose him cool, get a red card, and get ejected. But once he turned on the speed and started to run through people, it's like they couldn't touch him. Yeah. So they had no idea, no plan how to. And that was good for him, because now it lifts his confidence, because he hasn't been starting. When him do play, him get red card and get ejected. So the goal was good for him, and him being an instrumental, part in the victory. I mean, should bode him well. Now we're going to see if he is going to start next game or what the problem is. Hopefully, him start, because I want to see them play against Porto.
Yeah. And Diaby it's between him and that Diaby.
Diaby didn't have a good game yesterday.
Yeah, Diaby did not have a
coach have a decision to make.
Yeah, Diaby did not have a good game yesterday. So big ups to Leon Bailey for trying to get back his starting job. All right, moving away from before we leave Bundesliga, and the top of the table matchup, RB Leipzig and Bayern Munich, Dortmund 0-0. Both teams could have converted chances, missed opportunity, you see.
Yeah, and I think Bayern, I think it's more telling that we couldn't tell who is the more traditional team or who is the bigger side playing at the time in terms of heritage.
Yes. It's almost looked like RB Leipzig.
They look like they were Bayern Munich.
They look like they were the Bayern Munich.
So
Timo Werner from Enku got a sitter. Laid on a plate for him, and he missed it wide. It's kind of interestingly, Timo Werner threw out his compatriot, his teammate for giving him an earlier pass inaccurately, and then he laid the pass on a plate for him, and he kicked it wide. And where was the cursing out then? It's just, Yeah,
but it's so good though, because Jesse Marsh is really doing a great job, right? You're like, where was this Jesse in MLS?
No, but wait, come on, isn't this Nagelsmann running this RB Leipzig? Jesse Marsh, Leipzig is the Salzburg team in Austria, right?
Oh, sorry.
But the Rastafari are going around here. But Jesse March and RB Salzburg.
Yes.
RB Salzburg are doing quite well. They already wrap up the league in Austria. But Nagelsmann is the coach of RB Leipzig.
That's correct. It's Hans Benton. Yeah, right. Like, what?
Big up yourself, Kerry James. He says he's glad to see Emery Chan get hold of salad. It must be a Liverpool fan carrying all feelings. All right.
Exactly. Liverpool.
All right, segueing from Bundesliga, Junior, you're a big ball, CR7. Some people call him Penaldo. And Juventus, they lost again to Verona. Another upset. The Serie A points currently lead. Juventus 54, Inter 54, Lazio 53, I think. Junior.
They're just making it more interesting.
They're just making it more interesting.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see.
We'll be all right.
I love the confidence. All right, come on. All right, do you think Inter Milan can pull off this thing? Because they showed a bit of fight in this Milan derby. They came from behind and win this game. I mean, of course, it was a bit more competitive. But do you think Inter Milan is going to push this thing all the way to the end?
I think they will, and I think they should. I mean, today showed that they are fighting. They're a fighting team. As I said, hats off to Lukaku living his best life over there in Inter. So I do think that Inter Milan will push, which is good. I mean, we need parity. We need competition. We don't want CR7 running away with it.
Must be a Messi fan. Junior, Torino's big coach Walter Mazzarri is officially out after all the seclusions and all the attempt at getting his troops together. He was officially let go by Torino's management.
He had been on fire watch for the last, a month?
Torino lost 7-0 2 weeks ago, lost 4-0 the following week. And they lost, 3-1 yesterday from an advantage. But they did score, so that was a good thing.
So it was a 14-1?
They did 14-1. Yeah, definitely.
At least a goal was scored.
All right. EPL, Sheffield United. EPL is on winter break. Jose Mourinho has already complained about the winter break. The fact that, his team will play next weekend rather than play this weekend. And of course, they will face RB Leipzig the following week in the Champions League. So he's not too happy. They're trying to figure out this winter break. Your thoughts on it, Junior? I mean, this winter break situation.
I don't know what the early returns will be. I mean, I think the players, a lot of the teams went off into warm weather.
Yeah.
So what is the payoff? I don't know. I think it's needed. I just think that instead of running down the TV revenue of the Christmas, Boxing Day, and I know it's heritage. I know if you want to give a winter break, give a winter break.
Too much money.
Yeah, but I know it's a money pull. But all right, so give a winter break New Year's week.
Too much money. Too much money. Come on, your thoughts on the EPL winter break. And, I mean, it's too early to really try to assess if this is going to be effective or not.
Yeah, we don't even know. Some clubs allow their players to go places. I know Chelsea didn't allow their players to go anywhere. It was like, you get a winter break, stay a yard. But Klopp sent his players to somewhere warm, so they were having a good time. You know what? It's kind of weird. Why didn't they give a winter break to the championship? I mean, what is it? I mean, why? EPL got it, but not the championship. But anyways, in regards to Jose, when is Jose ever happy? I mean, he's never happy about anything. So he can always complain. So we'll see. We'll see if the players come back lethargic. We'll see if the players come back. And I don't see 1 week not gonna make people, or 2 weeks not make people unfit.
Yeah.
So let's see how the players come back and how the games are. If the games are exciting, we're gonna say, oh yes, we love the break. But if the games are boring, everybody tired, people come back with Hazard kind of weight, then we're gonna say it's not a good idea. But everybody needs a break. Come on now.
Yeah, everybody, and they're worried about injuries. Junior, just quickly on the EPL games that took place this week, the way the winter break is set up, some teams will play this weekend. The ones that play this weekend will have off next weekend, and the one who didn't play this weekend will play next weekend. 4 games were on the schedule. 1 got postponed. Manchester City versus West Ham got postponed because of Storm Sierra. But the big match takeaway, I mean, the relegation battle, feature match, Watford and Brighton. I mean, Watford let that one slip, and now they're back in the relegation zone. The Nigel Pearson bump seems to have faded, Junior.
Nah, it's too early to call that. I mean, that was a bar fight.
Yeah.
of a game, and you need luck at some time. So I don't think I wouldn't put. It's too early to call.
Too early to say that Watford is going.
Furthermore, the players might be looking forward to next week.
I'm looking forward to their winter break.
So-
Come on, Sheffield United continues to do well. They're sitting with 2 points out of the Champions League spot. They played a game more than Chelsea. I mean, they defeated Bournemouth today. I mean, yeah, come on. When will this team hit a wall?
Soon, but but I do think that they'll have enough cushion to be comfortable in top 5. Remember I've been always talking about Sheffield. I'm impressed with Sheffield. Newly promoted team. They've been churning out the results. They've been doing well. Today was, an example of them churning out the results. Even though Bournemouth actually put up a fight, which I wasn't expecting, but Sheffield, I think Sheffield is in for the long haul. They don't have to worry about being relegated this season. They can just build on what they have, and I know they're good. I mean, I think they're going to be top 5.
Okay. And what would be something if Everton taking that victory yesterday against local idiot side, but Everton now pushed up and maybe trying to get closer toward the European spot.
But the next game is a big game. They're going to play Arsenal next.
And we'll get to that.
Yeah, and before
Arsenal a big team. Stop it.
No, but that was the first game that both coaches sat in the stands and watched.
Yeah. So now
so let's see. That was a 0-0 game. Let's see how far both teams have come.
Okay.
But Everton, Ancelotti effect is real, and if there's one thing that Ancelotti has proven is coaches do matter.
Yeah, they do make a difference.
So
they should make a difference. Again, nice to the salary to make a difference. All right. We'll touch some MLS news next week because we're pushing up against the clock, but we want to touch some Jamaican football as we move to Yardballer segment. Come on, we know how come on feel. We have seen the come on corner. Football lovers, check out the come on's corner on YouTube and Ball Chat YouTube and Ball Chat Facebook page. Junior, the Reggae Girlz are officially out of the 2020 Olympic qualifiers. We haven't heard your assessment on the record, so no, that they defeated St. Kitts 7-0 in that final game.
Waste game that.
Your thoughts, Junior?
I was the only one on this show that was extremely confident about the Reggae Girlz going into the Olympic qualifier. Blindly confident. Making me my own personal bug of the month. I'm the bug of January.
The year! Can we do the year?
Yeah,
Even though it's 2020,
I'm the bug of the year. I'm the bug of the year.
I think so Dalton or someone gave you the bug of the year already. So.
Yeah, so I'll take a double. I mean, it's the worst feeling I've ever had as a football fan to see a team that had all of the hype, all of the glitz, all of the glamour in France. Come on, went there to the World Cup. Was there in the stands, saw all the fans supporting this team. To see a World Cup team goes from competing against the world to now cannot even make it out of the first round of their region, the next major competition over. It is horrible, it's painful. As a fan, my heart hurt because I honestly was looking forward to coming in and saying, Jamaica played their hearts out against America, and this is what we need to do as a program to get to that level. And we didn't even put ourselves in that position. That is hard, man.
And football lovers, come on, Connor, dissect all of it. But I wanted to ask you something. Come on, is it a sense that Mexico and the likes have really stepped their game up? Canada and the US have moved on to the Olympics, but do you see enough from Mexico and Costa Rica and the likes to say that Jamaica should be, and St. Kitts for that matter, to say that Jamaica should be definitely concerned as they continue to play football in this women's in this region in women's try to get to the next World Cup?
Jamaica should be concerned if we do the same foolishness, right? Lack of preparation, lack of funding, lack of getting the right personnel. So if we can get those things right, we should worry. St. Kitts had one player. One player. Every time she touched the ball, the commentator got so excited. I wanted her to score. So, yes, we should have beaten St. Kitts by more, but that one player almost scored 3 goals on us.
Yeah, the
Mexico,
number 10, I think. She was quite impressive, yeah.
Yeah, and Mexico had 4 really good players that they said that play overseas. I guess one play in England, but the majority of Mexico squad play in Mexico. They weren't really that impressive to say, listen, if they hold Jamaica, it is a certain 12-0. We should have beaten Mexico because they weren't that good. They weren't 1 goal better than us, even though they're 28 in the world and we are 50. I think we'll probably drop. I have to go double check the rankings, but I do think that we fell a couple places in CONCACAF rankings. So, if we don't fix it up, these other teams are going to jump over us. Haiti had an even better showing than we did.
Yeah,
they played better football for us. And that's concerning. It's better when you just get Trinidad the spot and done. Because we got there and did a whole bunch of foolishness. Because remember, one at the time, I think I saw Shaw was so upset because she thought she was the only person playing on the pitch because everybody else was just not in sync.
Yeah.
So we have to do better. And if we don't do better, the same thing will happen. We're not going to qualify for any major tournament. We're going to drop out. When we get like a DBDB team, them like Dominican Republic and St. Vincent, and we give them 13 and 14, that's good. But I'm not impressed. Once we can go toe-to-toe with the Canadas and the USAs, even the Panamas, then we can actually say that our program is actually moving forward.
Yeah. Junior, to segue from the senior women's team, continuing our roundup in yard ballers, Jamaican football. Xavier Gilbert is now official as the head coach of the U20 women's team as they get ready for another round of qualification games. I mean, check out Camon's Corner on Ball Chat Podcast YouTube page and Ball Chat Facebook page that discuss some of the similar issues or similar things with Xavier being hired. What's your expectation for this? A same thing? No camps. Yeah, and General Secretary Wynne says, it's pretty difficult getting players together and the preparations are not ideal.
I have learned from my mistake and I expect nothing from them in under 22. I expect nothing. Nothing. If you're 11, if Jamaica's 11 is more talented than whoever they play against 11, okay, then you should win.
Yeah.
But if they are comparable, and then what would make the difference is preparation, coaching, chemistry, overall good vibes within the camp. Jamaica has no chance. So I expect nothing from them, and I hope I'm surprised. And I'm going to put myself on record and saying this: I expect the program to be dissolved by the next World Cup cycle.
Oh, really?
That's just me.
That's just you. All right.
They'll get the JFL will get fined. But just to say something about the U20s.
Yeah.
It's a mixture. So they don't put the list out, but there's a mixture. If you follow college soccer, you'll see where colleges are congratulating their players. So you have a couple of players who are college players and local players who will represent Jamaica. And as I said, we're in Group E. We're playing Canada, El Salvador, and Guatemala.
Okay. All right. Continue our roundup. No RSPL today. RSPL still up on a break, Junior. Football fans, someone asked for the standing last week in the Western Super League. I'm still looking to find that out because it's hard to find some of these data. And football family, if anyone knows the standing in the Western Super League, you can tell me. Is it Mobile United? Is Arena leading? Let me know because I cannot find it anywhere. Regarding, let's segue to Portmore United. Come on and discuss them briefly. Come on, and Junior. Portmore United is the CFU Championship, the Caribbean Championship, and I mean they lost 4-0 in the first game. That was a bit surprising.
Really,
Junior?
Why is it surprising to you?
Portmore to me was trending in the right direction in the RSPL.
In the where's the RSPL played?
in Jamaica.
And where did they go to play this game?
I actually think they hosted the match.
It wasn't.
Was it hosted in Jamaica? I need to look where exactly the game was.
No, come on, it was an away game, right?
It was an away game.
No, home game.
Wait, what?
It was a home game.
Okay, yes, I am surprised.
Yes. So come on, what happened there?
I swear it was an away game.
You shouldn't be surprised. Listen, Portmore, they were lucky to only lose 4-0. You hear me tell you? The goalkeeper need a beating. He need a beating right across the board. I don't know if he need a big fat board, but he need a beating across the board. 4-0 was let's say 4-0 was a good score for Portmore not to look embarrassed. Because you had that one guy who scored even the last goal. I think he scored a brace. I forgot his name. He completely destroyed the entire Portmore team. I mean, like, chop people, salad people. Goalie couldn't even move. So if this is the best that Portmore can do, me no know them gonna manage. And then know when they go to the team yard, them better score all heap.
So
it was terrible. It was a terrible showing.
So to kind of give football fans an overview of the group, Portmore, this is the Caribbean, the CFU Club Championship. Portmore is in group with Atletico Pantejo and
the cursed mother.
Yeah, Atletico Pantejo and Arque, and so they have to play Arque in the next game. But in the CONCACAF Champions League in a couple of weeks, they have to play Cruz Azul.
How about that show?
In the CONCACAF Champions League, they have to play Cruz Azul. The big bad Cruz Azul.
Get Gregory Park All-Stars. I'll bring Waterford All-Stars.
Support more United family, please. We're going to play Cruz Azul February 18 in the first leg of that matchup. Please, let's put on a better show.
Which part of my player?
First leg, I think it's in Mexico. I would have to check the schedule.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I think the first leg is in Mexico. No, the first leg is at Portmore. And then the second leg, they go to Mexico. Mm-hmm. So, this first leg is February 18th. And then after that, but it's one and done in the CONCACAF Champions League. Either you win and move on. This is a knockout phase, round of 16. So Portmore is done, is dead in this thing. Is that what we're saying here?
Well, as a Portmore native, 395 Treadway Court, Westchester, St. Catherine, I am going to hold on to that one little piece of hope that Portmore United is going to find a way. And let us all, listen, watching right now on Island Sports, Facebook and YouTube, let's all come together and just give some good vibes to the side that them can at least keep it competitive for the first 15 minutes.
Oh my God, you never even say win. Or you see, so the guy who scored the brace, his name Nerlin Setonville. He had a brace and an assist. And let me tell you something. You see, Bibi Gardner, though, go back and watch the tape and put 4 man on this one man. At 12, them I get.
All right, come on. Don't hot up my nerves. Portmore family, good luck to you as you go move on, as you try to move on in the CONCACAF Champions League, as you get ready for the next round of matches. And good luck to you in the CONCACAF, in the Caribbean CFU Championship games as you get ready to play Arcane. But, Junior, does this speak to the level of the football in Jamaica, though, before we move on?
No.
Portmore performance.
It speaks to the level of coaching and preparing a team for a game that is not within their norm.
Okay.
So when coaches have to develop a team to play, if a team is used to playing every 7 days, and there's a break in your routine, this is where the coach have to come in to prepare to go on the field and perform at your optimum level. Obviously, they weren't.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But Waterhouse, they've secured their semi-final spot. So Waterhouse already decide, so they want to be semi-finalists.
That is a coach that has prepared his team.
Dear Brad, come on, your assessment or your updates on Jamaicans doing well overseas.
Everybody's on a break, but big up to Nico Brett for he played a friendly with his new club Birmingham versus your team Atlanta United. even though Atlanta won. But Nico Brett worked very hard, went on for a PK to the PK, and he converted it. So I hope Atlanta is looking at him, as a substitute for Joseph.
Okay,
Something like
calm
that.
down.
Or Pity.
Okay.
Shamar Nichols, he was substituted in the 73rd minute. He went on and he scored a goal and he helped his team win 4-0. Yesterday, Javon East playing for place Costa Rica scored a hat trick. So, nice like a hat trick too. Not like a PK and a tapping. It was a good 3-goal him score. Diva Orgel scored the only goal for his team to win up there in Turkey. So that's basically it. Nobody else is playing. Everybody else is warming up. Hopefully we'll keep in touch with some USL players and kind of talk to them before the season starts.
And what's the update on Bobby Reed? Bobby Reed still getting game time? Right.
Bobby Reed, didn't Bobby Reed go to Fulham full time? Fulham not buy him now?
Yes, he's at. Yeah, I think he's still getting some game time competing with Mitrovic.
Bobby Reed is a good player.
And regarding Javon East, I mean that's a good performance for him to try to see if he can land a contract further either in the MLS or in Europe, right? Come on.
MLS. Javon need to focus on somewhere in Europe. Go over there and spread his wings. Talk about that too. Last week I heard that Peter Lee Vassell was in a club. This week he is in Norway. Is it Norway? Denmark.
Yeah,
on trial. Yeah, so he actually played in a couple of friendlies and I think he scored a goal. So hopefully he can get a contract to get his career back on track. So it'll be okay.
Yeah, so Bobby Reed is still at Fulham. Is currently sitting at Fulham, and Fulham is pushing to try to get into that automatic spot to make it to the next year's EPL. They're sitting third in the championship. Junior, let's get to prediction and preview and prediction segment as we head home on this week's Ball Chat show. Winter break continues next week. A couple of games just to predict. Wolves versus Leicester City on Friday, Valentine's Day. Junior, and come on, how do you see this one?
That could be a Valentine.
I'm going for Wolves.
Yeah, you going for Wolves? Come on.
Yeah, I'm going for Wolves. As long as Hulk is in good form, we're good to go. And
Carrie James says he's going to watch Alvas play next week. We're watching play quite a bit here in Atlanta with FC Cincinnati and when he was at Portland. He's now in Miami, right? Come on, he's with that new Miami outfit.
Yeah, he's with the Beckham's outfit.
Yeah, the Inter
which is
Miami.
Good. Go somewhere warm and close to Jamaica and can swim. Go Jamaica every weekend.
Yeah, Alvas Powell is at Inter Miami FC. All right, continue. So good luck to you, Alvas Powell, as MLS is about to kick off soon. Looking forward to seeing him.
And tell Kerry did some video.
And Kerry, you heard that. Junior, don't let MLS copyright infringement reach you. Junior, you said you have Wolves in that game against Leicester City?
No, I think Leicester going to win. Wolves is going to try to play counter-attacking, and I just think Jamie Vardy is... I'm picking Leicester.
Yeah, I'm picking... Norwich hosts Liverpool. Big bad Liverpool will be... This is why we watch football these days, for the entertainment. The big bad Liverpool. How many will Norwich get from Liverpool next week? As the big side will be back on TV next week, Junior. Come on, Junior's play hitting.
Norwich go squeak out a 1-0 win because Norwich the bottom of the table and they need to win. Liverpool go let them slide through because Liverpool just generous like that.
Come on, Norwich is already already relegated, so they don't worry about it.
They're not done to play for.
They don't have anything to play for. Junior.
So that's a good point, That is a good point.
So you're hoping that Norwich
I'm not hoping. I would never pick against Liverpool. But Liverpool, be wary. That just might be one of those games. Be wary, Liverpool. Right. But Liverpool winning.
Of course Liverpool will win. Of course a healthy, fit Liverpool will win. I mean, they're going to beat the brakes of Norwich. That game is next Saturday. The big matchup next week in the EPL it's a Monday game, and we'll just go ahead and get it out of the way right now. Idiot Chelsea versus Idiot Manchester United. Next week, Monday at 3 p.m. Junior, it's a battle of the bug side. Your thoughts on who you see will win this game? And this game is at Chelsea.
It's at Chelsea. All roads were leading to Chelsea beating Man U. All roads were leading to Tammy Abraham exercising the demons and scoring. All roads were leading to Mason Mount running rampant.
I don't like how you're using word. I don't like it.
Come on. All roads were leading to Jorginho having one of those masterclass games until the road sign came up. You know when you see our sign and you say beware of fog?
Junior, just predict the game now.
Beware of Fred. This week, Fred did an interview and said, in his interview, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, the Manchester United locker room are filled with some players that are filled with vanity. The greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. I wanted Bruno to get the captain armband. Not no more. We the fans want Fred to get the captain armband. Fred, you are my captain for Manchester United from now on. And with that being said, Chelsea will win 2-1.
All right. Come on. Come on. All of that. Your thoughts on the Chelsea versus Manchester United match? I mean, Chelsea's been inconsistent at best this year. I mean, what?
You're going to answer your question, yes or no,
Go
sir?
ahead. Come on. Sorry.
It's a 2-0 victory for Manchester United. You know why? Because Frank Lampard is an idiot. Two, right now, Manchester United are playing for pride, and him have the new signing that cost them so much money, and Ole is at the wheel. At this point, Frank Lampard is in one of the seats them run a back. Not even the exit row. They put him the seat behind the exit row where can't recline. That is Frank Lampard's seat. 2-0 Manchester United.
Seems like come on, once Frank Lampard gone from Chelsea.
Junior.
Long time, man. Listen. Make I save this for my rant.
Yeah, okay. Save that for check out Come On's rant. Come On's corner in the middle of the week. Save that for your rant. OJ 2000 says Reed still get a game at Fulham, and on Hector at Fulham also. Your player Hector came on at centre back. Michael Hector.
No, hey, yeah, you're laughing? Hector I played the best football in career. Listen to me, Frank Lampard.
Okay, go ahead.
But seriously, Michael Hector is like he's coming into his own.
It's about time.
It's about time with the dread on him head top. And you're right, he is playing some good football.
Well, I didn't say he is.
It's interesting to see. What? We don't want him back at Chelsea, though.
I didn't say he is, but I'm happy to hear that he's playing some good football. I wish you all the success, Michael Hector. So Junior, you got Chelsea defeated Manchester United, right? Is that official?
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Officially 2-2 draw.
Officially 2-2 draw. But Junior, I want to know.
I will change your mind, Junior, from at even 5 minutes.
Igala.
Yeah, I want to know, is Igala going to be
he has something to prove. Everybody is saying he's a boss, he's a panic buy, he's a this, he's a that. If he is worth anything of his sort, he's going to. All I said before the signing, he needs a player that is willing to break his nose to score a goal. You now get a player that should want to break his nose to prove everybody wrong.
I mean, and Igala did do well at...
Him too pretty for one for break him nose. And remember, this is not China. This is not China, sir. And we all realize that players him leave Watford, him go China and get soft. Right? Come follow him on Instagram because he's a cool dude. Him the only party is stream or furniture or whatever. But he get soft. Him retire from Nigeria, China soft league him play. Him around get mashed up. I can't take a slight tackle him.
Come on. We are not playing against Virgil van Dijk. We're playing against Mr. Zuma. If I was Ole, go stand right beside Zuma. That is a penalty waiting to happen.
You know, this Zuma. At this point, Chelsea need to draw back for Ake from Bournemouth and maybe see if we can get Michael Etta back from loan.
Okay. This is the time of the show.
This is, all right.
Yeah, this is the part of the show.
So football fans hear it. Camon says that Chelsea will lose and Junior have a 2-2 tie. One final game that we'll pick up. So you think that Igalo will touch the field next week?
Of course.
But you know
and Marshall playing left wing. Igalo is going to strike. Marshall playing left wing.
By the way, what's the status? When will Marcus Rashford return?
No, he's what, 3 months?
3 months.
At the time. So I heard it was April. Correct me if I'm wrong for all those who care about Manchester United, but I heard it was April.
Okay.
Which is pretty much the whole season. He's not coming back.
It's not coming back. One more game to break in Serie A. Lazio hosts Inter Milan. Lazio won also this week. Inter Milan also won. It's co-leaders Inter Milan and Juventus and on the top. Lazio is right on their heels. Your thoughts on this thing?
I'll be 100% honest with you. I have no idea what to expect because again, Conte has a jigsaw and sometimes the pieces match, but there will be a time when you try something and it doesn't work, and it could be next week. I have no idea, and it all hinges on Inter Milan and if they can get the pieces working. If they can get those set of players to play well together.
Yeah. I never liked Lazio and Paolo Di Canio. What annoying, and don't let me start. Come on.
Let's hit the Chelsea affiliates. Okay.
Come on, your thoughts on that Lazio Inter Milan matchup next week in Serie A?
Inter Milan, I just think Lukaku have something to prove. I think he wants to prove the people who say him about a poor first touch, which is true. But he wants to prove us wrong. And I say us because me always say that. But I do think it's going to be a real fight. And the fastest, strongest player will eventually score.
Who, Ashley Young?
Inter Milan will win. Lukaku.
All right, football family, that's it for today's show. And apologies again, Dalton, Stewart, and family for starting a minute late. Or 2 minutes late. Yahoo. You can link us on social media. Follow us on Ball Chat Podcast on Instagram, Ball Chat 1 on Twitter, Ball Chat on Facebook. You can email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. The audio version of the show will be available in the 24 hours from this, wherever you get your podcasts on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher and such alike. Junior, I hate that, I mean,
look out for Come On's Corner coming up this week.
Yes.
And also, I haven't named mine only as yet, but I'm thinking about calling it We the Fans.
Okay, well, whatever.
Oh, you just diss me. But look over Come On Corner coming up this week.
Yes, Come On will be ranting.
Last week one, Come On ranted, and she's going to rant some more, and she's going to get ready for the rant next week when Chelsea beat Manchester United, and the reality sets in that Lampard will be in for life.
Later.
Whatever, all at the wheel.
Later, football family.
Later.